Welcome to WJTS InForm. I'm your host, Bill Potter. We're doing something a little different. We're on location at a building that is currently under construction, and a very exciting event will be happening one day on the campus of Vincennes University Jasper. Joining me is the Dean for Vincennes University Jasper Campus, and that is Dr. Alan Johnson. Dr. Johnson, we are so glad to be here. This is an exciting building. Now we're inside. We'll have some shots throughout the building. Stay with us as we go through a walking tour of this facility. Mm-hmm. This, to me, has always been the advanced manufacturing technology building at VUJC that's forthcoming.
Right.
But that's going to change shortly.
That's been a generic term that we've been using to promote the building and get it underway. But as we went through negotiations to try and determine exactly what to call the building, I had some ideas I wanted to apply. I wanted it to be short and rather catchy. And the other thing is, I was arguing that in the future, 5 years from now, all manufacturing is going to be advanced manufacturing. And so that's kind of go away as a topic, but innovation will always be with us. It's always going to be important for our economy. So we are now calling this building the Center for Technology, Innovation, and Manufacturing. It takes in the entire scope of what we want to do here. The initials CTIM are very easy to remember.
Now, we do want to point out, you may hear some noises, some hammering, some vacuums, some beeping. There is actually construction going on in the building as we speak.
We are finishing up. There's a cleaning crew in the building now. Some of the final detail work is getting done, and we'll be delivering furniture starting this Friday.
Now, this building is going to be used for what purpose?
We are going to be teaching programs in here that will help local manufacturers improve their workforce and obtain the kind of employees they want. We're talking about technologies like computer numerical control machining. Primarily, our niche will be woodworking machinery. We're going to be doing CAD, computer-aided design, and CNC connection to that. We're going to be doing industrial maintenance training in here, and that means the people, the technicians who will service and program logic controllers, hydraulic systems, pneumatic systems, robotics, and so on. And then as we develop further, we'll add more technologies.
Now, let's kind of go, what is the chronological hope here? When do we hope to have the building?
We're going to have a grand opening week, the week of May 13th. And we will be notifying everyone about lots of activities. The formal dedication of the building, which is the formal handover ceremony, will be the morning of May 14th. We're also going to have activities for the Chamber of Commerce. We'll have activities for local high school people one evening. We will also have a Saturday morning family event when we want young children coming in here to see the technologies and get excited about what we do.
Let's talk about how this project got started. How did it get going?
This project was initially formed in 2007 through the state legislature. VU approached the state legislature and the Higher Education Commission to approve 2 new buildings to serve manufacturing in the area. One is in Gibson County at Fort Branch, right up the road from Toyota, and this one. The one outside near the Toyota plant in Fort Branch was built immediately because that was cash out of the state budget at the time. So that is up and running now for almost 2 years. This one was delayed because we needed to approve some bonds through the state to borrow part of the money to pay for it. The economy went bad, state revenues went down, so it got put back and delayed. Finally, in the 2011 legislature, it was approved. We broke ground in October of 2011 when we had great fun outside digging in the dirt, and we're going to dedicate the building this May.
Now, this building adds what to Vincennes University Jasper Campus? Not only size, but prestige.
It fills a hole in our programming that we've not been able to do. We've not been able to help the manufacturers as much as we would like. And so we are bringing to the community some brand new training, some brand new opportunities for young people coming out of high school, brand new opportunities for adults who want to retrain or improve their skills.
And does this add, this adds how much classroom space for you?
It's an enormous addition. It's going to increase our square footage on the campus by about 50%. We have 116,000 square feet now in our 4 current buildings. This building is 57,432 square feet.
And then that will help then to increase students, the number of students.
It will attract students. We hope to be doing some high school programming in here as well in some specialized career fields. We're going to be serving adults and students right out of high school.
With this facility, we're about to take a tour of it, and we'll see different parts of it, but understand it is under construction, so you may see a little dirt, you may see some empty rooms, some things that aren't quite complete. But let's start in this room. This is a great room, a great big room, much like your lecture hall in the other building.
Right. It's very similar and a little bit bigger than our lecture hall in our classroom building. This is going to be a lecture theater. We do not hold regular classes in this room. We don't have any classes that seat 100 people, but we have a lot of one-day activities, two-day activities. We will make this facility available to local companies, to local organizations, to local government who want to have big meetings. We will have student activities in here. We'll bring in some of our specialized training and fill this room many times over. It'll have a great surround sound system. It'll have full high-definition video and comfortable seating.
All right, well, let's take a tour of the building.
All right. This is going to be our office space. I asked for several things from the architects when we were designing the building. One is I wanted a large conference room that would seat up to 20. I needed a kitchenette in here so that we can have refreshments when we have large meetings. And then I needed plenty of office space. This is the receptionist station out front, and you'll see the rest is glass-walled offices. The reason I wanted more office space is because we are going to move several functions into here that will all work well together. The VUJC Continuing Education office will be in here. We will have Du Bois Strong offices moving in here. And we'll have a director for the building that we are about to hire. Plus, Purdue's Technical Assistance Program rep will be in here. Putting all those functions together creates a lot of synergy, and they'll be bouncing ideas off of each other. And working as a team, we'll be doing some phenomenal training and education opportunities for the area. This is an open industrial lab space, and what I would like to be able to do in here is make this into a startup incubator lab. There are companies in the area that are startup companies, probably operating out of somebody's basement or bedroom, and eventually they're going to get to the point where they need to build something. What I want to do with this space is make it available at a very low rent for a few months at a time for a startup company to come in, start making their product, develop their processes, and then as they build some success, they move out into a commercial space and we are able to rent this then to someone else. So it's a great economic development tool for Du Bois Strong to use in promoting this area. This will be one of our smaller classrooms, and it connects to another industrial lab. And in here, we might be able to do industrial maintenance training. It's important for the industrial maintenance technicians in local companies to be able to service hydraulics, pneumatics, do electrical and electronic troubleshooting, program logic controllers, robotics. And here we can have the equipment for that specialized kind of training to allow local maintenance technicians to upgrade their skills as well as train new technicians for the area. That's a very difficult position for local companies to fill. They're losing some of their older technicians, and they need to fill the pipeline with new technicians who will be with them for several years. Not only is the building itself very attractive, but the views from the second floor in all directions are going to be pretty spectacular with the wooded area that we have on the campus and the grounds that we have in crops. When this greens up in the spring, it's going to be beautiful. We will be adding some landscaping improvements once spring arrives, and it's going to be a pretty attractive site. On the second level, we have large classrooms. Floor-to-ceiling windows for great views. The building is built to be very energy efficient, thick walls, tight insulation, double glazed windows with low E glass, motion sensors on the lights, so after a period when the room is empty, the lights will go off and then come on when somebody moves. The hallway floors are terrazzo, which is attractive and extremely durable. These floors will just last forever. big atrium out here is pretty impressive. Look toward the front entrance. This faces east. And you see those great big windows. When the sun comes up in the morning, it hits those windows, light brightens this up. I'm talking to a stained glass artist about the possibility of getting some stained glass panels inside those windows. I just think it would greatly add to the attractiveness of this area. The back half of the atrium is where we would like to establish a display area, and we're going to invite local companies to bring their trade show exhibits in and set up in here for a month at a time and rotate the companies through, because it's important for people in this building to see what local manufacturers actually make. Many of the classrooms have cabinets and sinks in them, which is something you don't use very often, but when you need it, it's very convenient to have. This is a second floor lounge area with access out to a balcony or deck. And we'll have some outdoor lounge furniture out there. The flooring in here is a renewable resource. That's cork flooring. So we've got it sealed, and I think it's very, very attractive, and it's going to be very environmentally friendly as well. We have a double room on one side, which has a folding wall in the center, so that'll give us some flexibility of use. This room we anticipate will be our CAD lab for computer-assisted design, so that'll be a computer lab. And a great view out this way to the north. And we'll go down this end stairway. Another industrial lab here on this side and on the other side of the wall of the hall as well. And then this is the lower level student lounge area with access out to a patio. We'll have vending machines in here. We'll have some comfortable lounge furniture, tables and chairs as a nice area to relax. Again, this is cork flooring in here. Our Academic Support Center is where we provide free tutoring service for students who need a little bit of extra help. We provide in professional tutors as well as some student peer tutors that we pay. We'll have some computer stations in here, tables and chairs, and this is a free service for our students, trying to help them make sure they succeed. A smaller industrial lab here with an overhead door that connects it to the large lab that you'll see on the back. There's another one of these on the other side. So in addition to the 100-foot long manufacturing lab out back, we can also make a continuous connection to two spaces next to it. And here we have our large manufacturing lab. It's about 100 feet long by 30 feet wide. What will be happening in here is training in computer numerical control woodworking equipment. We're in conversation with a company that supplies CNC woodworking equipment to the local manufacturing firms. And they're interested in partnering with us to put some of their equipment in here, which will be CNC routers, edge banders, sanders, and so on. And then they also provide training through their company on their specialized equipment. We can conduct that here as well in partnership with them.
We hope you've enjoyed the tour of the Center for Technology Innovation and Manufacturing. This is WJTS InForm. We are local people watching local people.